Hello guys, welcome back to Sim UK and SimAirport. So, in the space of a week, we're pretty much back to where we were at the end of the previous game. Yeah, so I mean that's great, isn't it? That's pretty good. We've got 2 gates, we're making a profit, we're just about to clear off the debt. So today I think is going to be about probably research, finalising where things are going to go, maybe a bit of tweaking to the plan. I'd like to extend this out a little bit if I could, bring everything down by 1, just to give us a bit of space here for stuff. I think stuff might be important. And I'm going to make a decision today based on what we're going to do here with the gates. I'm thinking I might drop one out and do something cool with it. I don't know quite yet. But we're ticking over quite nicely. The schedule is pretty much full. We can't get any more aircraft booked in regardless until we have an ATC tower. So obviously that is on the list of things to do. I can't believe the last flight is at 9 PM though. Seems odd that you can't go up to midnight anymore. Maybe you can with some flights, I don't know. Maybe there's a late night flight or something like that. I'd like to get this front section sorted out. A second road coming in as well. I think that would work really nicely. So let's have a look at operations, because I think that's what we need in order to buy more land. Get the standby gate in place, which is going to be one of these 2. Road building, multi-lane access. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we need to unlock. What else can we do here? I think as far as finance goes, we're pretty much done. I don't want to be looking at getting another bank loan, to be honest with you. I think we're perfectly self-sufficient now. Let's just speed things up a tad. And obviously there's that train. I don't know what to do with the train. I haven't even had a practice run with the train, nothing like that. So there's a lot of areas to focus on. I really desperately want to get this part of the building finished off. But let's begin by this whole section kind of looks pretty tidy actually. Perhaps I don't want to do anything with that at all. Maybe we'll start by building this baggage claim area. How much is that going to set me back? Foundation, $85,000 just for that. Holy monkeys. Holy monkeys. I think toilets probably, in that case, toilets must be the priority. So, yeah, we've still got a £50,000 bank loan available to us. I'd rather clear that off today than, grab another 50,000. But we'll see how... It doesn't tell you how many people are on board anymore, which is a bit weird. That one's full, which is great. Passenger satisfaction is very high. The flow of aircraft coming in is pretty much constant. It's good. It's very, very good, guys. It's very, very, very good. It's running so smoothly right now. I don't have to do anything. I mean, I could just leave this running for 4 or 5 days because there are never any incidents, catastrophes. That's coming later. But for now, there's nothing like that. So, yeah, I mean, I could just leave it for a week or 2 and we'd have a couple of million in the bank. No problem. That's how self-sufficient we are right now. I think we need 65,000 to build one of these toilets. 54, excuse me. Just short of 54 grand. Still, in the next couple of hours, boom, now we have enough. Right. I think everyone's been patient enough. It's time to have a toilet built. So where are my worker guys? I can hear them. There they are. Good, good, good. Damn it with this stupidity. Okay, this will leave the floor, which is good. So we need a door. Now, to start with, this is going to be both male and female. So I shall put a dividing wall down the middle. Just purely because we haven't got enough money to build both at the moment. Oh, come on, Selectio. Now, I kind of feel like I want to do this properly, if you know what I mean. With like a bit of wall between each one. If that's at all possible. Oh, no, wrong place. I notice also you don't need any sort of pipe works or anything like that in this game, whereas in that's a bit annoying. In Prison Architect, obviously you did. What's going on there? Door. Give me a door. Okay, and now we can zone this as male restroom and female restroom. Now they've been waiting a very long time for this. What's the problem here? Failed toilet. What are you talking about? Oh, I see. Silly issue. What is the problem here then? Let's just get rid of that completely. Drop the planning because that's no longer required. And then set the zone. Male restroom. What's the problem? Female restroom. What is going on? Is it because I've put doors on? Is that what the problem is? So you can't actually have cubicles? Is that what the problem is? That's weird. Let's just test it out. Let's just test that out now. Put a door in. Yeah, that breaks it. How weird. Okay then. Well, fine. We won't have cubicles then. Seems a bit odd to me that they've made that decision, but you know, there you go. Female restroom. Is that fixed? Male restroom. It's broken again. Now what's the problem? Goodness me. That was pretty good. That took a whole day to build that. 20,000 left in the bank. I wasn't really paying attention to the finances there. I should have been paying more attention, definitely. But we do at last, finally, at last, have a male and a female toilet area, which is good because I'm sure our passengers were in need of toilet areas throughout the previous weeks or previous days that we've been up and running. So that's something. That's a step towards a fully functioning airport. That's made us more popular with the airlines. You can see here 62.46%. We just have a swig of my Diet Pepsi caffeine free, which might sound like a terrible thing, but I like it. I'm going to go for a second office here. I think it's all coming together now, guys. All coming together now. See now, why doesn't that work? Is that? Yep. Good. Done. Right. Lovely. So we'll mark these off. And maybe this does work well as being the offices. I don't know. I mean, at the moment, they're doing the job they're supposed to be doing. We've still got space for a couple more. We can still expand security out. Although, I don't think we need to because we've got 2 gates here at maximum capacity. And this security area is just running fine. So I think this whole area is pretty good. Now what's the problem? Something's insecure. What is insecure? What has happened? What has happened? Where is the security breach? Why is it telling me that is secure? What is the issue with that? Genuinely can't see a problem there. That looks pretty darn secure to me. There's no door there or anything. What is the problem? Huh. Nothing has changed in terms of structural structural integrity, why is there an issue now? This is a big problem, guys. Huge problem. It makes no sense to me why that has suddenly become an insecure area. That is a major problem. Passengers have started arriving. Right, okay, we're going to have to save and come back to this because this is not fixing itself, and I can't see any reason why it should be bugging out like this. So a save is in order. Hold on. Okay, so that seems to have fixed it. It's a serious bug, that. Because at no point did this become insecure, because the fence is there. And I deliberately did it that way so that we didn't have that problem. So, I mean, that is quite a big, serious problem. And quite a massive bug that the devs need to get on pretty sharpish, I'd say. Anyway, let's have a look-see. Because I am going to want to build all the way down here and get this bit in place. Ooh, 385,000. Goodness me. That's going to take a little while to get to. Guess we just better make this as profitable as possible. How are we doing in terms of research? So, standby gate's going to cost 15 grand. Road building going to cost 16 grand. God, blimey. Definitely need to get to the end of this day. Pay off our debt maybe, and then consider what we're going to do next. Because, I mean, this is functioning. This is functional. This is running okay. And I'd like to start building the front of the airport, but the amount of money we're making per day is going to make that a very slow, laborious, bit-by-bit process. And there's not much we can do about it. If we're going to open gate 3, we need to be in a position where we can have a gate 3, and that will require expanding the airport out. So I'd rather not put gate 3 in only to have to unbuild it again as we expand, because that's what would happen if we did, for example, if we turn this into gate 3 here and just, or even this, and just built out and used it. I think maybe that would that be cost effective? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Not sure. How are the toilets coping? Pretty clear. I was going to say pretty clean and tidy. It's not that clean and tidy. We do have janitors though. Hopefully they'll get in there and clean that up. The ladies are even dirtier than the men, it looks like. Janitors are in there cleaning up now. It's not too bad. It's quite a small restroom, I guess. Once we've got them sort of supersized like this, I think probably that'll fix the problem. Although you can only use the toilet if you've gone through security, so maybe building this restroom here is a good idea next. Something like that. Build one room at a time. I am concerned now, having built this, about how that's going to affect security. Seems any time you build any kind of foundation, it seems to screw up the airport security, which is a bit of a concern. Money is coming in though. Let's get rid of the loan. That's £4 extra per day. So yeah, I guess we need to think about how best to make more profit. Now, one thing we could do here is put a little coffee house in or something like that. I'm going to start off by building just a few little improvements. M375. What, that's your flight? Unable. MM370. What? She had an error above her head. I didn't understand it and then she left. And that's about all that we can say about that. Now, I don't think we need a third office, but, you know, I just feel like I want to get this at least looking a bit better. Now, doing that is going to leave a bit of an odd shape here. Could bring that whole wall down by one, I suppose, couldn't I? Like that, and then maybe use this for something else. Something like that, guys. Oh, and then we'll just de-zonify this, and then we can use this little cubby hole here for something. Don't quite know what yet. Definitely some bins in the corner seems like a good idea to me. I could make that like a bar. Or I could make that a bar. Ooh. How much is a bar? That would make money. A small bar. 15 grand. We've got just enough. That'll leave us with $60. $100 an hour. Oh, it's not going to fit in there. Will it fit in there this way? It will, you know. Oh, tempted, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I don't know. What other options have we got? Let's have a look here. We've got a small bar. I thought it was a TV for a moment. Ah, we do need some info. Let's tart this place up a bit. Get some indoor plants in here. Yeah, that's making the place look a lot nicer, I expect. Should be giving out a lot of information. Maybe this should be the information board down here. It's not a bad idea. Certainly some info, at least. What's the problem? Oh, I see. Because it's accessible on both sides. Right. Well, okay. Let's have a look here. Secure areas. That seems pretty good. Everything looks to be secure. Inside of the airport, that's what we want to see. Heat map. Foliage, decorations and insanitary objects have on passengers. So it's really nice here. We can title this area up as well. Information heat map. So this is the place to be. Sectors. That looks pretty tidy. Look at that. That's looking good. When you look at this airport in terms of sectors, it looks smart. Profit and loss report. Oh, here we go. So in terms of retail, food vending income is pretty good, 615. Infrastructure, the garbage service. How are we doing in terms of garbage? Loads of space. I think we're pretty good. I mean, we got lots of stuff that we're not using at the moment, which is a real pain in the backside. There's probably a good $2,000 there a day that we don't need to be wasting money on, but we'll get there. Cash flow, yeah, I mean, we want to get back up here to these merry heights, but you know, let's not forget that our income is greater than our expenses and we have no debt anymore. So by the end of today, I fully expect $100,000 to be in the bank account, and we can build this last toilet area, and then that's this first stage of development completed. So I'm looking forward to having that made available to me. Let's just get this office sorted out. Now I don't believe there's a new officer, you know, a new employee that requires an office. In fact, I haven't hired this guy, look. COO, that's what we haven't got. At some point we're going to have, I don't know, something else coming in, surely. Surely to goodness. Okay, so now we have that, we can research road building and standby gate. So that's all today is really, guys. It's about getting things sorted out in preparation for what's going to be coming. And I think it's going to work really well. So far, it's incredibly functional. It's smooth in terms of transition for passengers. There's plenty of space. It looks nice and neat and tidy. I think it's going really well. Hopefully you agree. In addition to that, I've got to say that where the baggage carousel system, where the baggage carousel system has changed, a new way of implementing it has to be thought out. And I've got a design, I've drawn it down here in front of me. I think it's going to work really well. I think it's going to work perfectly. But it is way more expensive than it was before the patch, before the update. So there is that to take into consideration. But yeah, we're just a little bit shy. A little bit shy of building this area here. So we're going to have to be a bit more patient. But then we do have a lot of research going on. Standby gates have now been accepted. That was a bit premature. We don't need that yet. But it's nice to have it in place, I guess. Executive decision. I am going to take this first gate off. Now, there are some negative consequences to that. First one being that we're going to have to build further up the airport in order to build these items in, which is not great news. And we've still got this issue up here. What to do with this space? Because this is dead area here. What can we have up here actually? Let's have a look at that. I haven't really haven't really done anything. ATC tower, 30,000. Oh wow, that doesn't even take up 10 by 10. So we could chuck the ATC tower here. That seems like a reasonable spot for it. That means we can have extra flights coming in, which means a bit more money, which is all positive stuff. Just missed it for today. I'm not too worried about that. We'll suffer that mistake. But I think primarily we can add a couple of extra flights. Look at that, 70%. So pretty much everybody wants to come here, which kind of makes me think we could put the price up for everything. But we'll see. Let's have a look at the schedule first. Make sure I'm putting stuff in the right place here. So what do we have time for? We've only got time for one more flight, really. One more in the evening. I mean, we could shift all this closer together. Like, we could do that. So we could get one more in the morning. One more morning flight. Let's have a quick look at doing that. 2 available in the morning. $707 with 180 passengers in the morning. Yep, we'll take that. And we'll pop you in there. So that's the reason why it's staggered, is so that the runway is clear. And then we can pretty much do the same thing here, I'm thinking, really. Definitely another afternoon flight and another night flight. So let's grab one for the afternoon. No, we need something a bit bigger than that. $737 in the afternoon, and then one at night. Atlantic. What have we got for the night? A320. I don't think we've got a big enough gate. Have we? Have we got a big enough gate? What? Oh, Boeing 737. No, we need a... Oh, there it is. Night flight. A320. What are we looking at there? 150. This is a new aircraft, actually, isn't it? Oh, just don't click on the wrong one, for goodness sakes. So yeah, the A320 is a new aircraft that's come in as part of this most recent update. Do you know, I think we might be able to get 2 in there. I think we could get another flight in there. And this one here. Looking groovy, guys. So that's quite a few flights we got coming in now. 86,000 in the bank. We can build our toilet. I think I might wait until till after midnight though, because we had that serious security issue, if you remember. Passengers are leaving. We got an issue. We have an issue here. What's the issue here? Blast. I can only get one more in. Unless, of course, I just go... like that. Let's see if that speeds things up. Just too many people. I don't know why they're only going through one gate. It seems like everybody's trying to go through one gate instead of using all the gates. Seems very odd to me. I don't see why they're all getting held up there. Seems to be working itself out. It's odd. Just occasionally, yeah, see, they've all missed their flight. That's not good. But it makes no sense why they would just suddenly get held up there. It's like they're making a poor decision. They all pick the same one. They all pick the same metal detector, and then obviously they just run out of ability to move. They just stop. 75,000 in the bank. Can we build something? I would like to be able to build here. Just a little bit short of the cash we need. Literally, like $210 short. So we'll carry on. We've got a couple more flights going out today. We've got one more coming in, I think. Or was that the last one? I think that was the last one, actually. So, okay. Fine. Fine. Let's get this bit of taxiway built in. I think that's all we need for that. Then we can build a hangar here and 2 hangars here, and this area is then free for storage. That's a good idea. I like that idea. That's a far better location for storage. Not that it seems we have anything to store at present, but right. Let's start with the hangar. Large hangar. Oh, crikey, that is large, isn't it? That's much bigger than I was expecting, actually. Not enough money and blocked by road. Blocked by road? I was going to say. Here's a taxiway I built, thank goodness. No, that's fine. Let's see, that actually takes up quite a bit more space than I thought. 46,000. What about baggage? Utilities, that'd be, won't it? Conveyor line, baggage depot. Oh, that's tiny. Yeah, okay, so we can just pop that here, I'm thinking. Needs to be against a thing. That's fine, we can have it there. Yeah. How much did that just cost me? 2,500. That's not too bad. Okay, good. What about a baggage hub? Ah, right. Now, here's my thought on this. You may have seen this already, guys. You've got 2 ins and 2 outs. Blue needs to go to blue. Pink needs to go to pink. This is a big one for 10 grand, and you get 4. But you could buy 2 of these for half the price of a big one. So it makes sense to me to only use these small ones. This one has a special use of some sort, but it seems to make more sense to me to buy the small ones in order to make this work. But anyway, that's in place, and I've put that there so I don't forget what I'm going to use that for. And then we should be able to put a baggage, not a baggage, sorry, just make sure there hasn't broken security. No, all good. We should be able to put a hangar in here and then turn this available space into storage. That's the plan. Right, so let's wait for some aircraft to come in, and then we should have enough money to buy a hangar. We'll only go for medium because these are actually quite big, these things. Be patient. Pardon me. First flight of the day. Flight number 2. We should now have enough for this baggage area. Hangar, I meant. Bump. Now that's expensive. That's brought our money down really low. That's the lowest our money's been for a long time. Excuse me. But it's all about speculating to accumulating. These are all essential assets for the airport, so they're wise investments. And hopefully, as the flights come in, the money goes up. And everybody's happy again, which is great. Now, we've got some angry passengers, but I'm not sure why they're so angry. Again, look at this. What is going on here? Use any of these. Or is it because they're only using one of these? Why would every single person decide they wanted to use this one security thing? Is there an issue here? This really doesn't make any sense to me. This is becoming a big problem. This really is becoming a big problem. Why aren't they using them all? I mean, the frustrating thing is, it doesn't appear that there's anything I can do to stop this from happening. Because they fly through ID checks. Now they're flying through metal detector checks. It's just that they've all decided to use this one single bag scanner. Clearly that's a bug. And that's going to cost me so much profit today. What happens if I dismantle that? That's probably a terrible idea. Now they all go through. How preposterous. Whoa, hang on. Now the whole place is insecure. It's saying I don't have a bag scanner. I think I know what it is. I haven't left enough space. I think I see what it is. Right. Okay. I think that's what it is. You need to have a gap at both ends, and I didn't have that. So that should be okay. Yeah, okay. I think that'll fix it. Let's just chuck another one of these in. Yeah, I think they were all getting stuck because bugger me. Ah, now we got this problem again. Now all the aircraft get stuck because security was momentarily broken. And that's not going to work. Damn it. Right. Time to save. Okay, so other than the fact that lots and lots and lots of people missed their flight and our airline interest has dropped. Oh my god, I hope they don't collide. Other than that issue, is this plane actually going to go? Oh god, I'm a bit concerned now. Okay, he's gone. He's gone. Okay, that was a disaster. Lots of unhappy people, obviously. So you need to have a 1 square minimum around the bag scanners in order for them to work. Where I place this second row of metal detectors in, basically people couldn't get past, and the only one they could use was this one, and it just caused like this massive delay. But I think now it seems to be running quite smoothly. Let's speed it up and just keep an eye on it here for a minute. Seems pretty smooth to me. I mean, it makes no sense that having metal detectors like this in rows of 2 would work at all, but it seems to. So, I mean, that was a bit of a disastrous day. We lost a lot of passenger satisfaction there. We lost a lot of airline interest. And any time that your security loses security status and there's an aircraft on the runway, it will crash like that. So it's worth remembering that anytime you're going to do it. Just do it at night time. Safer. So probably I'll call that a day today, guys. There was a bit of learning involved, but mostly it was about firefighting there. We've got the ATC tower in. That's given us the extra few aircraft. We've got our first hangar in. We've got the beginning of our baggage handling system in place. And we're making about 80,000 a day. So, expansion, development, it's all coming now. It's all coming now. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. Till next time, a goodbye.